So this is an idea I've had in some forms for several months now, and I've kind of been developing, and I would say is still under development. So I'm not sure how widespread this idea is. I think it's pretty unique. I've never heard it before, but it's built on more common ideas. In film, the idea of referring to it as a language is used frequently, kind of as a reference to the various little tricks and things and different ways that various techniques affect your story. So if you can use it like that, why not other things? If we define language as a means to convey ideas or emotions, then interesting things start to happen. We have the obvious of spoken and written languages, but then what about the fact that simply saying and clearly conveying an idea is not the normal way they're conveyed? Most ideas are conveyed through stories. Novels, for example, are written in English, but they use characters and plot and events to convey an idea or an emotion to us. So you could be good at using English, but bad at telling a story, or the reverse. I think J.K. Rowling is probably a better storyteller than she is writer. I consider crafting prose to be as much a different language as, say, film. So then let's go to another place. Photography. Photography is just as much its own language. The composition, color, and subject all convey ideas in the same way. So you gotta learn the language. What does this framing convey versus this one? Or what do these colors make people feel versus these ones? And how did this mix of colors, how does that affect it? To speak the language well, you have to learn it and understand the depth of it. So let's go back to film. Even on just the visual side, filmmaking is a variety of languages. From the ones it stole from photography to new ones like time and movement of the camera and subjects. And then add on top of that prop design, set design, costumes, and locations, and acting, and you have an art form that combines as many different languages as it can. And then there's audio, which is used as frequently to tell the story as all of the other various forms. And then add in music, which can be divided at least into a couple of different languages. Lyrics, including the rhyme and meaning of the words, and then what notes you pick, the melody, as well as the way the instrument itself is played. And I think this idea can be applied even farther to stuff like social interaction. If that's not its own language, then shoot me now. And then each little social circle has its own little quirks and oddities, which are almost like dialects to that language. I think looking at art like this can be applied to all art forms, from ones that are fairly obvious, like novel writing, to ones where you wouldn't really think of it, such as fashion or photography. I think it's an interesting idea that helps us clear up why exactly art is so hard. Would you expect someone to be able to fluently speak a foreign language in under 5 years? Unless they literally live in a country where it's the only language spoken? Probably not. So unless you can live and breathe an art form, it's gonna take you a while to learn its language. That's why we suck at it for so long before becoming good at it. We're learning its language. You have to learn its intricacies and its relation and what's different from the ones you're more familiar with. And if you want to go farther, you can even learn how it tells stories differently from all the other ones, what it does better, what it does worse. I think some art forms make others easier to learn, and some of them cause you to have to reconstruct your thinking so you can learn the new ones. Some are better suited to collaboration or require it, and some are better suited to being done alone almost the entire time. I have a theory I'm still working on that anyone can learn any language if they're willing to put in the work. So I think anyone might be able to learn any art if they can put the work in and look at it from the right perspective, from the right angle. But that's just a theory, I'm not sure if that's true or not. So you gotta figure out the structure and form of the language to tell your story the best. So don't stop trying just because you can't say it right. Don't stop trying just because you can't find the right words. Treat it the way you would treat a foreign language. Try again. Try until you can find the right words. So there's no video over the weekend because Friday was family stuff, Saturday was an all-day event, and Sunday was recovering from Saturday. Yep, getting back on it now. This might not come out Monday. Monday is the day I'm filming it, but it probably won't be out tonight because it's late and I don't think I'll have time to edit all of it, so yeah. Still don't have a sign off.